York.
York.
Another tournament is finally here. I'll tell you, Ross, I'm really excited for this weekend. This is going to be the second time that we've done a flag football tournament together, you and I.
Yeah.
Um, we're going to be a step up in competition. The last time we saw the field, you know what happened. Came away victorious, but I'll tell you, I've looked at all these teams, and it's not going to be easy. This is a stacked tournament on terms of who's in it.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. My apologies. I'm just getting adjusted.
No, it's perfectly fine. I did a whole episode where I held the phone in my hand, so I completely understand.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that. And I just got a new phone without a stand-up case. So,
No.
Perfect. This looks good.
Timber the hat you got on there. Why AFFL? What is that?
So, YFFL?
No way, that's not an affiliated organization. We apologize. We were simply showing the first time we went to York many years ago. You remember that, Ross Collins? Our first trip to York, 2019. Man, oh man.
That was a wild one.
What a tournament it was. We drew Rampage and the Maryland Bullets. Us. TBT, the greatest dynasty in Keystone. Still. No matter what happens this season or what anybody else says. Anyways, anyhow, anywho. Clash of York, number 3 is here. I'm excited, Ross Collins. Are you stoked for the third edition of Clash of York 3?
I am.
Yes, the third edition of Clash of York 3. This is the third version of Clash of York 3. I mean, this is the third version of the bracket, correct? We've seen so far? We've had what, 3 pulls? 2 pulls? Yeah, down to 3. Hey, you know what? Shout out to everybody who's still in this tournament, man. I'm glad we're all sticking it out. Let's have fun this weekend. Let's enjoy what 9-man is truly all about. All of us coming together as one, the brotherhood on the field to enjoy the sport we love the most and play against guys who we may see, who we may not see. All depends. It's going to be a lot of great competition. And if you want to call in and talk about Clash of York, number 3, the third edition of Clash of York, not the third edition of Clash of York 3, just for clarification purposes. It's going to be a great event. I'm really excited, Ross Collins. How do you feel about Clash of York 3 coming in?
Should be a good time.
Going to be a good time?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be an awesome tournament. It's lit. It's legit. Man, do you remember the last 2 Clash of Yorks when you had to play Blackhawks in the rain? And we beat the Bullets and Rampage in the same day.
Yeah.
And we made Impact quit 9-man flag football as well. What a time it was.
It'd be like that sometimes.
And then we came back the next year, you, me, and T Spence, and we killed it in the media game too.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I'm really excited for this new edition of Clash of York. This is really exciting. I'm happy to see this go down. Let's pull up what the action is scheduled to be right now. Let's go ahead and get a glimpse of what's to come this weekend in York, Pennsylvania. Clash of York, number 3. Tell me, Ross, what are you most excited about?
Clash of York.
Yeah. Tivis says it was Saturday. Hey, Tiff, don't matter. Win is a win, is a win, is a win.
It's Saturday, man. We don't know about it.
We would have heard about it for like all eternity. He would have reminded us every single post and every single comment.
Wasn't he supposed to be on one of our York teams and he went golfing instead?
Our second trip to York, back in the summer showdown. Tivis wasn't there. That's why they lost. If they had Tivis, it would have been different. They would have lost by maybe like 7 instead of 8, but like it would have been great. So like I gotta give it up for Bullets though. They play tough. Bang bang. You remember the Bullets?
I do.
They're pretty good. They almost won Ocean City. That was cool. I remember that. Did you film? I filmed that game. Were you there? You were in Ocean City. Yeah, you were. Why are you lying about so many things, man? There's just no point.
Anyway,
Anyways, let's get this PowerPoint up. Professor Blaze on display. Here we go. Here's the first slide. Let's take a look at the teams and where they rank, where I have them ranked at coming into this tournament. This is who I feel are the best teams coming in on terms of being able to go out there and really do some damage this time around in the Clash of York #3. Correct, be national champions. You're right. I won't take that away from y'all. I'll never win a national championship. That's something I can't say. All right. This is the 11 teams in it. We were sitting at 23 at one point, right? So now we're down to 11.
cut that in half.
Yeah, you know what? The tradition continues. One bracket, and I like that. One bracket to win all. That to me crowns a real champion. Forget this A and B stuff like that. We're throwing it out the window. Our best, your best. Let's see who can bring it. Don't be scared. Come out here and get this ball. This is going to be some great competition for you local guys. If you're sitting at home this weekend, you're losing out. Here's how I rank the teams coming in. Of course, number one I have is Rampage, 33-7-2 out of OMFFL. They've beaten Misfits twice at OMFFL play this year, once in the fall, once in the spring. They've beaten Baez Auto in the Ocean City Championship. They've beaten the Maryland Titans in the quarterfinals of not just nationals, but Ocean City as well. And Charm City Classic, too. They just tend to play each other a lot. Rampage and Titans is a very popular game. They've beaten the Elite Rebels numerous times, but they finally got them over the weekend, I heard. A couple of weeks ago, Elite Rebels did. Good stuff. Glad to hear. About time, y'all. Good stuff. They lost to Dream, and they're not going to rematch of Dream. So they might have a shot at Dream this time around. Dream did beat Rampage for what it's worth. They beat Bad Boys. Bad Boys have not beaten them this year. Rampage has not played Killer B since 2018. That was in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Remember Gettysburg?
Remember hearing about it.
Yeah, I was there.
I wasn't involved in it.
I saw Rampage Killer Bees.
Probably for the best.
Man, Gettysburg was my first exposure to Pennsylvania 9-man flag football. Honestly.
Great start.
Yeah. Like from that moment on, I was in love with the state of PA. And here we are today. Pennsylvania has taken over since. Lots changed. So they think. So they think. Gusto Land. Rampage beat Gusto Land 41-17 in Charm City Classic. They've also beaten Gusto Land both times in York. They played in York. Not doing so hot for them so far on that end. Prime time, Rampage has never played prime time.
There you go.
Fresh matchup potentially. Baltimore Spartans, they have not played yet. So we're going to see how that goes. Number two is the Misfits, 22-9 right now. KFFL, OMFFL, GCFFA. They beat Rampage in the preseason where they're doing those little tournaments around Baltimore back in the preseason before everything came back fully. But they have not gotten them in league or tournament play yet. This will be the first tournament we'll meet in any kind of tournament play during the season. I don't consider the exhibition ones back in the winter to be legitimate compared to something like this. They were a little kind of like thrown together. It's kind of what we were doing last year to a degree. Not on the same level to me, at least. Maryland Titans, Misfits in this have beaten Baez Auto, Charm City Classic. Maryland Titans keep getting the Misfits. The last two times they played, both just last week and in the spring, the Titans got the Misfits. So let's see if the Misfits can get them this time around. Interesting little matchup there every time they play. I like that game. You were there when they played each other back at OMFFL.
Yeah.
But that'd be a good matchup to see. So
Good
like,
games.
yeah, a lot of intensity there. They've beaten the Elite Rebels a couple times this year. I think every time they've met, they've beaten them actually. TJ Holston has not yet to beat the Misfits. They just got him a couple weeks ago at KFFL too, when he was on Wolverines.
Yeah.
Misfits beat Dream soundly at Charm City Classic. That game was not even close. Misfits have beaten the Bad Boys. They're undefeated against them in OMFL play. They beat the Killer Bees 42-0 the last time they played in the KFFL Championship in 2019. I don't expect anything to change. Maybe a little bit. We'll see what the Bees got. Gusto Land, they beat them at the Winter Chiller in 2019. That was a classic game. Prime Time, they have not played yet, but they are the number 1 and 2 teams in the KFFL right now. So we'll see if that ends up being a matchup before we see them at Shippensburg. And of course, the Baltimore Spartans have not played yet. We'll see how that goes. Boone says, hope he's never played the Titans. Hope we do. So Boone's in this weekend for the sound of it. All right. I like to see that. Boone versus Doc. There we go. That's a good matchup. Yeah. I like that. That's going to be awesome. Looking at number 3, who I consider the third best, the home team, Baez Auto, 6-4 in the year and 9-man. But this is a team that there are 4 losses. You guys take a look at them. It was the Bad Boys when Bad Boys were still one of the better teams. They've gone on a steep decline ever since. We'll get to them in a minute. And of course, we'll have other guests as well. We'll have that in a moment. We're going to be going down the list of teams here. But Baez Auto, they lost the Rampage in the New City Championship, lost to Misfits in the Charm City Classic full play game. They last played the Maryland Titans at, I want to say they played a Capital Classic actually in 2019. Can't remember who won that one. I think the Titans might have gotten them there. I know that Baez beat the Titans at Charm City Classic. That's a game I want to see again because that was a really good game the last few times I saw around with them. So Elite Rebels, last time they played, I want to say that was Clash of York 1 when it was BC Elite beating Baez Auto. A bit of a different team there. That BC Elite had a bit of a much different squad to it than what we see the Elite Rebels. But it's cool to see what it looks like now with Baez Elite Rebels, especially with a couple of those guys playing together in KFFL with the Wolverines. Interesting dynamics coming into this tournament. Dream, Baez beat them both days in the Charm City Classic. Neither game was close. Baez just had no problem with Dream whatsoever. That was an experienced flag football team coming out there and working a young team in a tournament setting like that. Bad Boys, they last played in Ocean City. Bad Boys got the win there. They were one of the losses Baez had, the other one being Rampage that weekend. Baez has since lost to Main Event and Misfits as well. What's that?
Played Rebels 2 times in Madden.
Yeah. Killer Bees and Baez have not met yet, so we don't know much there. I kind of wonder how those two match up. Baez, Gusto Land, they have met a good bit of times, both in 9-man and YAFFL 8-man. That was
Still one of my favorite games.
Yeah, you were a part of that last Clash of York when Baez Auto played Gusto Land. That was an awesome game. And I was there as well. Believe it or not, remember, I believe Ray Wagner was the quarterback for Gusto Land when Baez Auto and them faced off last year. Yeah, awesome time looking back at that. Continuing down the list, Baez has never played prime time in 9-man. Neither they played the Baltimore Spartans. That'd be a fresh matchup. Maryland Titans, we talked about it. This is a team that flew under the radar of the felt this year. Their circuit play has been a little rough on the edges. They haven't really done – they've gotten to the quarters a few times. They haven't gotten past the quarters yet. They haven't gotten to a semis or a chip yet this year. But Rampage keeps getting in the way. That's a problem. They did tie them in OMFFL this year. But other than that, they have not gotten one on them yet. Misfits, they have beaten them both times they played this year. I'd like to see them play this time, especially if Chris Boone is there. That'd be interesting. Baez, Aldo, and Titans. We talked about their history already. Looking at the Titans overall, Elite Rebels, they played them in OMFFL a few times. Rebels gotten them both times so far. Titans and Dream, that's a matchup we haven't seen yet. I'd like to see how that goes down. Titans and Bad Boys. Titans have gotten the better of the Bad Boys the last few times they played each other. Be interesting to see how they match up in the tournament play. Remember the last time they played in the tournament was last Clash of York when the Renegades, a good bit of the core from that Bad Boy squad, beat the Titans. I kind of consider that more of a Renegades, Bad Boys collaboration there, connection. Titans and Bees, they've never played, so I can't speak on that. Although Bees quarterback TJ Williams did face the Titans in the Hagerstown tournament back in 2016, Mason-Dixon Classic. B semifinals fell just short to the Titans that year. I was there. Gusto Land Titans, they haven't played yet. Titans Prime Time, same. They played last year. I believe that was Prime Time's first game in 9-man was against the Titans.
Yeah,
They played them twice that weekend.
I had that one.
Yeah, you had the playoff game. I had the day one game played too. They played full play as well.
Okay.
That was a good game. The second game was a good game.
I was hobbling around.
Yeah, you had just injured your knee. People don't know that, but the week prior, you had sustained a really bad knee injury playing KFFL.
Fractured my fibula.
Yeah, you fractured your fibula the week before Clash of York last year. That was
So went out
brutal.
there and filmed up.
You
So
did.
much
I'll give you
going
props
on.
for that.
Like
Like,
Tyler drive the whip up.
yeah, your knee was in bad
Crawled in
shape.
the back
Like,
seat 'cause I couldn't bend my knee.
yeah, you couldn't do anything last year. Like, I remember there's a scary moment because like Darren Guzman ran into you almost as you were trying to. You couldn't really
Nah,
move
he went
much.
Right into my bad knee.
Yeah.
All good though.
Give it up for Ross. He live streamed on a fractured fibula last Clash of York.
Yeah, I remember I wore the brace out. It was
Yeah.
rubbing in the back of my damn leg, man. That shit hurt.
And you were the first one there at 7:30 a.m. on Clash of York 1 when we sat in the rain and yeah, a lot of rain that day.
Dedication.
Clash of York's always a fun tournament. I love it. You never know what's gonna happen.
Medication.
This is like the greatest tournament. This is one of my favorite tournaments. This should be like default tournament. This is like the best. I love these matchups, especially because like no matter what people say, I like open bracket like this. And I like this better than what they try to do in Albany, where they try to do a split bracket day 2. I kind of thought the split bracket thing in Albany was silly. And that more so punished teams for success, especially if they aren't built to win an A bracket. Let's be real here. You should not. I don't believe in the whole promotion, demotion way of doing it. I think it should just straight up be you sign up for one or the other, or it's one bracket and everybody play their best. Because you never know how these tournaments can turn out. But continuing down the list, going back to the Titans, we finished up with them. Elite Rebels, they have not played Dream yet. They've beaten Bad Boys. They've not played Bees yet. They haven't played Gusto Land yet. But what would happen, Bob, if they did play Gusto Land? I had to find a way to get you in here. Yeah, sorry about that, Bob.
Yo, Joe, man, what's up with you, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Like, it's been a wild couple of days for this tournament. So, like, that can only tell you we're in for a wild weekend ahead. We're going to see like 5 overtime games break out straight up.
I like the format of everybody in one joint, everybody in one division. Ain't none of that. Nah, you playing whoever you matched up against. Everybody one division. I like that shit. All that AB shit. Everybody in the same division. We all play against each other. And, well, I know guys around here, so like everybody in the same division. I'm looking forward to that. That's what I look forward to.
That's what I do as well, because like, you know, we go back to the last 2 Clash of Yorks. You had some interesting matchups. You, Bob, experienced that too when you and Gusto Land made their 9-man debut. Let's go back into the archives. You know I love going back in time. We're going to go back to Clash of York number 1, the beginning. I remember when I first heard about the tournament, I'm like, York, that's some PA. That sounds far away. And then I looked at it and I was like, 90 minutes. I'm like, that's nothing. We can do it. And we put TBT in because, you know, We had just won the Summer Sizzler in KFFL with a makeshift squad that we put together in like less than 2 weeks. And we just said, you know what, let's just try to give it a shot again. And this tournament, a lot of teams made their 9-man debut, and Gusto Land was one of them here when they played. And let's go back. Let's turn the audio down a little bit. Gusto Land Ride Out. You remember?
Yeah, that
Man.
was our joint. We ain't know what we was coming to. We just wanted the ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And the
All
crazy
right.
Ride Out was fresh off of winning Charm City Classic just like 2 months prior to this. So
Yeah,
you
see, like we ain't know none of that. Like we ain't, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, like it would. I feel like for you guys, like 9-man was something where you'd heard a lot about and you'd seen some things, but it was something where, like, if you heard a team name or a certain player, you wouldn't really know much about that person or team.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of guys come into that sometimes with these matchups is
Yeah.
they don't know anything about these guys. They just hear a name and it's like, who? Because they never
Yeah.
played in their league or even faced them in a tournament like that.
I think it's better to play dudes that you don't know though sometimes, and especially once they're competitive, they got a good team and shit, and it make you better too. You just never know. It makes the game even better to me.
I think so as well. And we talked about it. Like, you guys in that fall of 2019 really came onto the scene. This game was the statement made immediately that Gusto Land had arrived. They came out in this game, they beat Right Out 12-8. And then afterwards went on to go to the other field and took down the TBTB team, Maryland Raiders, beating them 20-0 soundly. Tell you, yeah, y'all gave it to them that day, poor boys.
Trying to get back to my team like that. We building, man. We building. We definitely building. We lost a couple dudes to injuries, a couple dudes out, but we definitely building. Our O line is there. We're trying to beef it up a little bit more. But you know us, man. We from the ball, we compete against anybody.
I believe it 100%, and we saw it too. Despite this, you guys ended up facing Rampage the next day as the first game in that quarterfinal. Unfortunately, no video that we have on our end is this. I don't know if someone else may have captured it. It was a very rainy day, so it made it very difficult to get a lot of filming done. And of course,
I never saw no video of it, though.
What's that?
I never saw no video of it.
That's unfortunate because that was a classic. 27-21 in overtime. Rampage got the win over Gusto Land in that one. And that was a duel for the ages. You had 2 local products there in the area, and Bob, and of course, Chris Price for Rampage, who is right up the road in Red Lion. So, like, you had 2 local products in the area with a lot of flag football experience having a quarterback duel of a lifetime right there at Hannah Penn Middle School that day. But I'll tell you, Gusto Land, you guys made quite a statement that day. You did it again the next month. We go back to the Winter Chiller. You came in and you slapped around Ruckus. You made your statement in the 4-state in your initiation by beating up Ruckus. And then proceeded to play Misfits. And we've already gone over it a million times. We don't have to play it again. I'm tempted to, though, because Gusto Land Misfits to me,
Yeah, that was a great game.
still one of the greatest games.
We got
And
Misfits on the schedule for this weekend.
yeah, and that's the one thing that makes this whole rematch intriguing is the fact that you have that first matchup from way back in 2019. Of course, I gotta show it, man. Everybody loves this one. This is a favorite amongst everybody.
Yo, that shit. I like watching that shit, though. That was a good game, man.
This was a very good game.
Only thing that lost us that game was miscoverage. Hey, that shit up, miscoverage. It's one mistake in that game. I mean, it was more mistakes, but one, big mistake on defense cost us that. It definitely was a good game.
Dude, this was exciting to watch. Like, the talent on the field in this game alone was insane. And you have the best in the YAFFL all coming together in this Gusto Land squad. against a Misfits team that Regan had just built. And people forget where the Misfits was around this time. This was in November 2019 when they were still just a league team in the Keystone Flag Football League. But the traces of where this franchise is now, you could see in this game. You see a lot of where this team is today in this game. And this was back in November 19. And a lot of those faces, I would not be shocked to see them this weekend. And I get the feeling we're going to get a similar kind of game. And what makes this most interesting to me is to see how both squads have progressed. Will Misfits bring out Chris Boone for that Saturday game? We know they could play Tay Sosa. And you saw that yourself, Bob, in this game. They started out with Tay, and then later on transitioned to Keytrail Lewis, who came in later on at the end, toward the second half of that one.
Yeah, that's
And-
the old from
and even
AFN, right?
What's that?
Ain't that the old head from AFN?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you got to watch it with the Misfits. Like, you never know what's coming. That's the thing. They will attack you any way they can. There's always a game plan ready, and that brotherhood and bond is strong. And like I said, when
Hey,
it comes to these
not-
nine-man, what's that?
Not in this tournament though, you know what I'm saying? But any other tournament, you're liable to see me out there with a Misfit on.
Oh, I know. We did get a glimpse of that actually. If you do recall, Bob, last year when you came back to the four state, this time in the Washington County Flag Football League. We got a glimpse of you. You came down to what's that?
I like that league down there. That joint is nice.
We had a lot of good things going on last fall over there. Like, there was a lot of good things. Like, there he is, Marty Snook Park, man, the place to be at, like the mecca of flag football in the four state.
That joint was nice, man.
Yeah, like I always said, we had the best park. Like, they've done a lot of renovations around there too. Really great place to take your family to.
Yeah, it's big. It's real big. Like Project 7.
Oh, yeah.
It's big. Right. Who that Jones right there? Ryan Jiggity.
Ryan's
Yeah.
there.
Prime guy.
Yo.
You got a primetime player in here.
Prime time.
Yes, sir. The one and only.
Oh, Ryan's there.
Right.
Oh man. Ryan, how you doing?
All right, Joey, you get
Oh.
a haircut too.
Yes, sir. All the way. I'm a new man. It's a new time. It's a new game.
Shining off that shit, dude.
Yeah, man. Like I can reflect off light. Like, that's great. But like, I'm happy, dude. This is gonna be a great weekend ahead.
Ain't no question.
What's that?
Like
That
you
one
said, ain't no
division,
question.
man. That all one division. I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
I 100% agree. The one division thing to me really adds a lot to it. Like, let me see if I can pull up the PowerPoint again. To me, like when you have one division, you throw away this whole A and B concept. It keeps it interesting. Sometimes you might get some weird matchups. We go back to Clash 1. Remember, Renegades, that they had Impact and Appleby.
Right.
So for them, kind of a light Saturday. For Impact and Appleby, hey, good experience. And they had each other in that pool. Then of course you had the weird matchup of us when we played Bullets and Rampage. During a time when Bullets was in the A, they played in the Ocean City A championship like 6 months prior. They had just played main event close in Charm City on day one, at least. Not so much on day two. And of course, we played Rampage, and people forget, in the wrong thing here. People forget that we were the last loss Rampage had up until Nationals that year. Rampage started a run after that game. They came out day 2 of Clash of York. Of course, they got the win over Gusto Land. Semifinals, they beat BC Elite. And then the championship game, they absolutely gave it to Renegades in that one. 35-7 was the final of that game. As we take a look back at the teams on the list again, Rampage went on a run right after that. And Capital Classic kept the same thing going. They went 4-0 there, beat 7-point spread for the championship. They were
Right.
not
I knew.
in the area that fall.
Right. I knew whoever won out our game was for sure going to win the Clash of York that year. I knew it.
Yeah. That was the thing about it. And that first Clash of York, you go back and look at the matchups then even. Like, you had Blackhawks thrown in there, you had Renegades. You also go back into it, Maryland Titans were in there. Baez was in there, Gusto, Ride Out. Like, you had a nice little variety. Even last year, I thought it was cool mixing up A and B again. And you go back to the first Clash even. The first Clash of York, that Final Four did not have a single A team in it. Bullets didn't make it. They were out in the quarterfinals. The Final Four was Rampage, BC Elite, who was a B team at the time. Rampage went on to play A at Cap Classic next year, won that. Or next month, actually, I should say. Renegades, who was playing B at the time. And Blackhawks, who was in B. And you can go back to last year, Clash of York. Renegades beat Scorpions and Aftermath back-to-back, 2 A teams to win that championship. And that goes to show you sometimes, like, if you put sometimes you can say maybe in the trenches it's different. But at the end of the day, you go back to the whole concept of it's football, man-to-man matchup, whoever can execute the best.
Yeah.
It's all about execution and making those right moves. You can have all world talent and a big offensive line, but if you're not executing and if you're not making the plays you need to, and you're keeping a team in a game, it's going to bite you in the end. And when you have an open bracket like this, anything can happen.
Anybody can win at any given time.
And
Yeah.
you take a look at it. Like, to me, this is a very strong pool when you take a look. I kind of wonder though, how are you all splitting this up? Because what's Gusto land? What's prime time coming in here? I'm kind of wondering what talent's going where when it comes to all this. Who's got what?
Bob kept pretty much same people. Only person that left Gusto that's on prime time that was on Gusto on my team really is me.
Yo, to be real though, no matter what though, one thing about them two teams, no matter what he do with primetime, it's always respected.
Right.
And with the players, everybody from top to bottom, it's always respect. It's always
Right.
support here. So no matter what, like whether they playing and we both playing, or whether they just playing, or whether
Or just Gusto.
yeah, it's
We're
all
pretty much like how Rampage and AFN used to be when AFN was actually like actively playing. Like when Rampage would have like guys like Quan and all, Jay Black and Chico and all them, and then like AFN would have Sosa, Black, and other guys. That's pretty much what me and my team and Bob team is, because like we all were playing as one at one point in time. We all play as one in Shippensburg, so it's like we're separated because obviously, when it comes to Clash of York, our first foremost is to help out Donald as much as possible. But when we get out of here and when we like go to Shippensburg stuff, we play together. So that's
but
just
if he ever got to play against Gusto Lane, he know what type of time we on, Joy. So
I like to see it. I was curious to see a 7-1-7 in this too, if they fielded a team, but
I thought they was playing. I don't know what happened.
yeah, I don't know what happened there either. That's a shame. I was hoping to see we had seen a lot of your participation in the first Clash. We had Impact, Appleby, Baez, Gusto. If I missed anybody, let me know. The next year we had Prime Time come in to the foray. Baez and Gusto came back. Impact and Appleby, not so much. Appleby did get a circuit win though. They beat Impact.
Yeah.
But like, what's that?
Only three that really stuck with it. Four, I should say, has always been Gusto, Baez, 7-1-7, and me.
Yeah.
It really just been that. We're trying to work on getting more York team as much as possible. If anybody else next, I feel like we'll probably up and try to start something. I would see is probably Jamie, but obviously I think they got him like heavily involved with Elite Rebels, so probably won't see that anytime soon. But I mean, the more we can grow our area in 9-man, the better. Because obviously, I know we all said that we get sick tired. I know the Maryland team gets sick tired coming up here and have to play each other when they play each other like 24/7. So, I mean, we get more PA teams come, we can help balance it out. That's why it's kind of cool that Eric is bringing Killer Bees down here this year, sort of saying. I mean, X-Officer is trying to come down, but I think Matt couldn't get the right amount of people to come compete. I don't know what happened with Donald and the Spartans, but I guess
X Dogs is a hard team to get to travel. A lot of it's because a lot of their guys are busy with family and other sport commitments, and that's a lot going on. I would love to see them come out to a tournament like this sometime again, though. They were a big supporter of Pennsylvania tournaments for the longest time, and they supported Gettysburg when that was going on back in the day.
right.
I think for them, they've always had a tough time traveling the last couple of years. I hope that's something that next year, with the right timing and notice, they can make it happen. Because I like to see the X Dogs come out. They've been a long time 9-man representative of that state, and I think it'd be great to see them be in a PA tournament like this.
Right. Hey, right. Hey, like I said, hopefully they could. I mean, like I said, more PA teams we get, the better. It's to the point where we can actually keep building our area. We can actually have our actual own 9-man. I know that's something Donald's really been trying his hardest to work on, and even Eric try to help grow more, sort of say, is 9-man football in our state. Because I know it makes it easier for us. We won't have to travel down to FFL or have to go always to Washington County to go play. I mean, we still go the hour because obviously, I like to try to help Eric out as much as possible. I know he's been trying to grow his league for the past couple of years. So that's why I always try to stay with him, putting the team up there as much as possible. And then, this session, you got Jamie putting Wolverines in. So now we have 2 teams from York up there now. I mean, the only thing we say is hopefully you can just get better and better for our area.
I think it'll get better. That's something where we always talk about how certain areas grow up with certain sports. You guys have had the York 8 style there as prominent for a while. 9-man is something where it's a bit of a jump for some guys. Some linemen are ready for it, others aren't. I think you give it time, you let it grow, have events like these for them to travel to, give them a chance to see other teams. I think they'll catch on to it.
Right.
There's a lot of growth in that area, especially as you head out towards Lancaster as well on the eastern side of the state. And, if you guys could bridge Route 30 all the way out here, we'll bridge Route 30 all the way out to you.
Right.
Because we talk about how I-81 brings the 4 state together over here in KFFL and Washington County country. To me, I-30 connects us to you all. That's the road to get there.
Right.
Going to make it happen every step of the way through. Of course, Baltimore's going to support Maffle. They already have Dream in it this time around, but I know a lot of those guys, they've been getting a lot of work in the last few weeks. I think they kind of want some time off too. It's a lot to travel for a tournament, especially this time of the year. A lot, especially at high school football, is a big deal right now. I think that's causing a lot of players who also coach to sit out. Kids sports is back, which that's a big obstacle on Saturdays and Sundays because a lot of players will be either officiating or coaching or even just there to watch their kids play. It's a busy time right now. This is busy season. I do think York has potential to grow. It's definitely there. And I'm glad to see the turnout we're getting here with Rampage, Misfits, Baez, Titans, Rebels, Dream, Bad Boys, Bees, Gusto, Primetime, and Spartans coming out here to put together what I think is going to be a really awesome tournament this weekend here in York, Pennsylvania.
Right. I mean, our team's really been in it, what? Some been 2. This is my second. Bob, this is his third. Elite Rebels, this is their third. Baez, this is their third. Regan, this is his third. Rampage, this is his third. Well, Steve, this is his third. Ramon and Titans, this is his third. So it's been kind of the same teams, but we was really trying to get even more than that. I mean, obviously, one thing I know you and Dom been communicating a lot. One thing we really trying to work on is the perfect date for the Clash of York to be able to get to having 2 divisions. You know what I mean? Very big. We're at 2 locations. We're on because this is a really nice area out here because we get compliments all the time. Obviously, where we was at the YFFL field last year, we got compliments on our location and stuff because we have a lot of dope parks and locations out here. I mean, obviously, you're going to see how nice this park is this weekend when you come to Lur Park in Dover because it's a very, very, very nice location. I mean, nice in a nice area, nice open land. You know what I mean? Like it's just something that we can really try to do to accommodate as many as we can. And then the other location where we're going to have that spring that's another nice location. That's like further down 30, obviously, but that's another nice park. Would have been closer for somebody if we had got teams from like Jersey, whatever. They could have came there because obviously, they could have came from that part of 30 down on. Like it's just we have a lot of locations we can go to and play football at. So, I know that's what Don been trying to do for the longest time is just really grow this tournament to the as much as he can. And it's just like I said, it's our job, like me, Bob, and Bias, other teams up here to help him get there, by keep entering and keep competing and keep showing the other areas what our area of football had to offer. So
The teams that we do got here that's coming into these 9-man tournaments from Europe, though, we coming to ball. We coming strong. We definitely ain't no pushover. Any of them,
Right.
don't matter if it's Gusto, Prime Time, Bias, any of them. Everybody coming to ball.
It's gonna be awesome. Let's take a look at these matchups. That is
Yes,
small
sir.
scale. All right, let me see if I can see it. There we go. Now I can see a little better. Pool 1, we got Prime Time, Titans, Dream, and Spartans. Prime
that's
Time.
flip.
What's that?
That's actually flip. Killer B is going to be in that one. I'm going to be in the pool with Rampage and Elite Rebels now.
They changed it again?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me.
I ain't even know that.
When? When did that happen?
Yesterday. Eric asked for a request. We wasn't
So
trying to lose.
Is the schedule still the same though? Like everybody
Yeah,
playing?
yeah.
I get a copy of the schedule.
Yeah,
I'm so lost. So is the rest of this right?
yeah.
well,
the
I
pool-
know we played Bad Boys and Misfits. I know that Saturday.
Right.
All right, so that one's good.
all the rest of the pools are the same. The only difference is with Rampage and Elite Rebels, it'll be me, but then Rampage is only playing us. They're not playing Elite Rebels. Rampage is going to be playing Bias at 4:15. And then Elite Rebels played me, and I forget who else they played because it's going to be a few pools that have 4 teams. So
Okay, so Elite Rebels, I think plays Bias. I think.
I bet.
And Killer Bees play Titans and Spartans.
yes, them 3 play each other.
I think that's a better draw for them.
Yeah, you might as well just take your.
Hey, you guys got Rebels and Rampage now.
Yeah.
So for the third consecutive 9-man York tournament, a KFFL team will play Rampage and Elite Rebels when pool play. The last time was the first time was when we played them in the York one we did in summer. The second time was last year when Reckless Villains played Rampage and the Elite Rebels. And now you all get to be the KFFL representative.
Well,
Thank you.
I already know Rampage. I already know Rampage is a good team. I'm looking forward to competing him. I actually, when I was with Bob down in Charm City, I went against him there. So I already know what to expect with them. This is actually will be. No, I played Elite Rebels before. This is my second time. I played with them when I was on Gusto too, when we had the Summer Showdown last year. So
Yep, that's when we played them with Summer Showdown.
So yeah, this is actually my second time, but then this is my first time playing them with them having like the Zangaris and all them on it. So I kind of have an idea of what they're going to bring to the table. I mean, at the end of the day, they got that man TJ Holston behind the helm. So we will be keying in on him and watch. And obviously, I've been studying up and seeing how he approaches the games and stuff like that. And how he reads defenses and stuff like that. Like I said, we just up for the challenge because obviously told my team I'd rather for us get challenged early so we know what we gotta do come Sunday than us playing like a mediocre pool. No, you know what I mean? Like something like BM Spartans where they're new, no disrespecting them. I know they're gonna compete, but they're very new to this. And then, turn around and only other battle we would have is the Titans. I've been in a close one with them last year. So I feel like the pool I'm in now will really help us get ready for Sunday. That's why when Eric asked for the request, I told Donald right off the rip, I'll switch with him. I'll take that pool, and then Eric can take the pool I was in.
Man, y'all
So,
switching shit.
I mean, Eric asked the request. Obviously, it was something he needed. I don't know his reasoning. I don't know much, but it's just
Man, listen, at the end of the day, it's all one bracket.
yeah. I mean, we were going to have to face
Ain't
top
talking
teams.
nobody.
Yeah, we was going to have to face top teams anyway. So
I'm gonna
It
have a
wouldn't have
tournament where everybody play everybody once. At least
that would be dope.
That'd be wild.
everybody plays everybody at least once.
That's a whole season.
Nah, but you can only have like it's like 12. Like
I ain't gonna
12.
lie, this be a nice league if it was a league. If all 11 of these teams were in the same league playing,
You gotta get that neutral ground, man, that everybody can make it to.
I always say like it'd be cool if someday somehow we can do like a big like NFL like setup down here for like 9-man leagues and just have a Super Bowl or something. Best 2 out of 3
That would be dope too. We all get to play a few games at like a very nice location or like a stadium. That would be cool. That would really help 9-man grow even more. Because I mean, we got 9-man all through the East Coast, but we can get somehow even expand it to the West. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind playing like a 9-man tournament like Vegas or Los Angeles.
I find a way to bridge it from all the way out here to St. Louis. St. Louis is the gateway to the West right now.
Yeah. They
Take
definitely
a look at
are.
the games. I guess Bees and Titans now, which means if Bees got TJ is going to face the team that beat him in his first circuit appearance at quarterback for the semis. That's a nice little history bit there. I believe Locke just came back too, actually. I think he's going to probably do some tight end work and some probably backup work for Doc. That'd be interesting to see TJ facing off against Doc, though. That was a matchup that almost happened, actually, for the third 4 state fours. We had planned on Reckless Villains versus the Maryland Titans in the game at one point, but that did not materialize, unfortunately. Primetime Bees, Baltimore Spartans. So for Killer Bees, I think this Baltimore Spartans game is a nice little on-level game. Any idea which one's going to be first between those two?
I'm going with after what I witnessed, because I saw both teams and I played against both of them, I probably had to take Killer Bees that game. I think TJ got more experience than that quarterback on BN Spartans. I'm pretty sure TJ's going to know what to do in that situation. I'm going to take Killer Bees that game.
Killer Bees? Gotcha. Well, are they playing Spartans first or are they playing Titans first?
They'll play Spartans first, and then they'll play Titans right after.
That helps them a lot. That gives them a nice on-level game to start with, and then they play a team up on them. And I think by the time they play Titans, they'll be a little more gelled.
Yeah, I'll see Killer Bees go 1-1, BN Spartans go 1-2, Maryland Titans go 2-0.
Regan says don't sleep on the Spartans.
I agree with him though.
No, they competed. Don't get me wrong.
I believe it. I think Spartans have a chance. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they have a chance too. I mean, they could win that Killer Bees game, but it's just, I haven't seen Spartans really play like that. But I've seen TJ play. That's why I'm making my picks.
My connections with the OMFFL Spartans.
Spartans there's a lot of guys out there. Like I said, free agency is. If you got nothing to do this weekend and you want to play 9-man, this is where you got to be. You got to come.
Right. But regardless, is out that bracket, I see Maryland Titans going 2-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Even beating Dream?
Huh?
I'll be honest. I think they're going to beat Dream too. Like
They play Dream.
Yeah, they play Dream, which
Oh, okay.
I don't
I'm
know.
thinking they playing
Dream
them too.
Dream is one of those teams where it depends. Like I don't know. It depends. If Doc plays a great game, like he's going to torch their whole secondary because of his experience versus their inexperience at places. But if he slips and has the game he had against Dragons, then I think Dream can beat him because they have
Right.
the talent to do it.
One thing I will say about Titans, they always have a very good defense.
Yeah, Maryland Titans have always played great defense. I saw that firsthand. That tournament shut down the Red Knights and too much talent in that semifinal and championship.
Right.
That was
You
key
got
to a successful run.
right. You got to think when I played them last year, our game was low scoring both times.
Yeah, they're a very physical old school team. Although in that year since, they made that change with Doc coming in a quarterback, and you've seen a real new intensity that offense has added to this team. That veteran leadership has really helped with Doc coming in.
Right.
Also looking over at Dreams got Baltimore Spartans as well, which Regan giving Spartans a lot of praise. Misfits just played them last week in OMFFL, so I think that's going to be one of those games where I think Dream might sleep on the Spartans a little bit, just not knowing who they are. Spartans have a lot of guys who played before in this game who know it, so like they're one of those teams that can step up and make a big impact on this tournament.
Right. Like I said, when I was on Gusland, we played in Charm City. They played us pretty tough. I mean, obviously, I think our style experience is what helped us against them, but it wasn't like we really like blew them out. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they got one TD on us, but it was just like they played us tough. So it's like I expect being Spartans to play all their games pretty tough. It's just, it all depends on who execute more out of them and Killer Bees. That's where it boils down to what quarterbacks want to deliver the most. I mean, like I said, I that's my first time seeing being Spartans was Charm City, so I don't know too much about them, but I've seen TJ play numerous times. I went against him in KFFL, so I played in the Clash of York last year. You know what I mean? So that's why my pick was Killer Bees. I know TJ. I've seen TJ play in bigger games. I haven't really necessarily see being Spartans played on bigger stage yet. So that's why, like I said, they can prove me wrong. They can definitely prove me wrong. And I hope they prove me wrong. Because that's what the point. You ain't supposed to come up here and sell for anything, So
Exactly.
That's just that there. Well, with that being said, what's the next pool?
Baez Auto, Rampage, Primetime, Elite Rebels. Going to be Baez Rampage. We get the Ocean City Championship rematch. This time in York, though. Baez has home field advantage this time. One could argue that last game is pretty neutral. Both had to drive pretty far to get there.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a Baez home game for sure. And that's going to be one thing that determines how they come out. So far, though, only one York team has made it to the Final Four of Clash of York. That was Baez last year. That home field advantage sometimes don't play in. We see them in Charm City Classic. Rampage was actually the first team from OMFFL to win Charm City.
Oh.
Yeah. In the B division. Well, as a whole, actually. No. Yeah, it's a B division. I think as a whole, right. I think 7 Point beat Scorpions in the first A championship of that one.
You know better than I did.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Rampage was the first OMFFL team to win a Charm City bracket, I believe. Because the year before that was Ride Out, and before that, Deuce Dutch actually came down here in what was set with the Seminoles.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and then the first year it was AFN who came out and won. Who had guys who had played up in there, though, so you could argue maybe it's a bit of a home field advantage. That was a good AFN team. Remember, that was the one they brought to the league that season, or the beginning of it rather. But sometimes home field advantage don't mean much, but this game's going to be intriguing. A lot's changed, obviously, since that first matchup back in Ocean City. I think it's going to be an awesome matchup. Very electric way to start the weekend for both sides.
Right. Yeah, that's actually the last game of the day too.
Is it? Bro? You gotta send me a written schedule. I need to know what's going on here. I don't even got.
I think Donald. I'm not sure he updated and posted yet, but he probably should. Obviously, I'm gonna text him right now, but I know that is the last game because Rampage, Bias, and the Leap all request later games. So, you know, that's going to be the last game of the day. I know, Bob, you guys play later, don't y'all?
I think we play like 11, 11:30 and 12:45. I think that should back to back.
Okay. So yeah, because then they're going to be on the other field, obviously, and their last game on that field is the 2:00 game. So if I'm not mistaken,
Feel that?
I like this next matchup. Baez Elite Rebels. You're gonna see an offensive clinic. That's gonna be a shootout. You're gonna see at least 8 touchdowns in that game.
it could, but then
I want to see that, Jim.
yeah, that could be. It could turn because I see times where TJ get real hot about nowhere and just start shredding people. I mean, I ain't gonna let him do that to me, but I seen it happen before.
Chill. What the fuck?
I want to see TJ versus Ray as a matchup. Like that's gonna be intriguing. They're just gonna both like throw the ball the whole time with no reckless willing to themselves or anybody on the team. No regard and just chuck it up. It's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah.
You guys got Rampage and Rebels, Ryan.
Yep.
I think that's gonna be interesting. I'd like to see what you guys bring out. I think you'll be able to compete. That's a whole different competition for you guys. It'll be well prepare you for day 2.
Right. And I worked on the defense. That was the main focus. Anybody can score at any given moment, but stopping is always the key on winning championships. Because obviously, you look at defenses that won championships like Rampage and OC, Rampage, Charm City.
Yes, sir. Rampage.
Ride out. AC. Ride out one AC. If I'm correct.
No, Empire got him 6-0 in the championship.
Okay, yeah, Empire. My fault. Yeah, that was very low scoring. Empire 6-0.
Yeah, I give it up to Empire. They scored the only touchdown on Rideout that weekend. They did it in the 4th quarter.
Rampage on FFL league play.
Yeah,
They were very low scoring. They were playing lights out on defense.
and even then, you gotta watch Chris Price. He will light up that scoreboard every time.
Yeah, you don't want to give him too much time. You don't. But like I said, playing against him would be the best opportunity for us to get ready just to see how my team will react to that. Because I do got guys that played 9-man, got some new guys that haven't played 9-man yet, but defense is defense at the end of the day. So, like I said, we're up for the challenge. We'll see. Me and Jamie got a beer case bet on the Elite Rebels game. So whoever wins get a case of beer out of that.
All right, I like that. Make sure you save one for the cameraman. What beer are you getting?
Well, I think we cashed that, but if we bring it to the field, I'm a Corona guy, so Corona be fine with me. I really used to be Miller Lite all the way. That was a Dover thing, but as soon as I got
you got the beer.
that was a Dover thing. But as soon as I got old enough, when I started being able to work and stuff, that's when the cheap beer was gone and the better brands started coming around me.
Well, like that, man.
Hey man,
He never too good for no Miller like young boy.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
I'll drink that. If I'm at a professional game because that's obviously one of the cheaper beers there because I'm not about to pay no $12-13 for no beer.
Miller Lite
have that.
Miller Lite's the old traditional beverage around these.
But now, That's not something me and Jane normally do. You know, nice little beer bet.
I hear you.
I like beer bets. Beer
Forward to
bets
this
are the best
week,
bets.
Yeah,
All right, third bracket. We got Bad Boys, Misfits, and Gusto Land. Which Bad Boys, Misfits, that should be awesome. We've seen that in Baltimore a couple times. Should be a good time this time around as well. Bad Boys, Gusto Land. I don't believe that these two sides have ever actually met, so this is going to be an interesting game for sure. Bob, your impressions of Bad Boys?
I mean, I know they ball, they play together, they're a good team.
That chorus always played really well together, and they've stuck together for many years.
They
It's just a
good.
question of where do they stand right now, especially coming into this tournament.
I'm not sure.
Technically, they're defending champions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know we come to play, so I ain't sure.
Gotcha. And of course, Misfits, they got you guys as well. We already talked about that matchup earlier. These pools looking good. Let's ask some hypotheticals here real quick. Let's get ready for some hypotheticals. Bob, I know you got you guys in the championship game, but if you were to say one team that you believe you'll face in that championship, who would it be? Who do you think is the next best team next to yours in this tournament?
So I'm saying, you going by pools or you going?
Let's just say that if you could choose between any of these teams, which one do you think is the most likely you would see in a championship game if you were to make it? Who do you think is the best of the other 10?
I don't want to say the best. Some people improve. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's different right now from what we've seen in these teams in the last couple of months, even from just Ocean City. So I would never just put one team. I really firmly, because anybody could win, and the strength that some of these teams are, it's like 3 of them that could be there, that I think, besides myself, like anybody could make it there. But if you ask me, I'm definitely going to say, like, I could see like Baez, Rampage, Misfits. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are teams that I know of, you know what I'm saying, that's capable of making it all the way.
I agree with that.
I can't just say one team. Like, this shit's so mixed up, you know what I'm saying? Even that Elite Rebels team, you know what I'm saying? I watched them over the last couple of tournaments. They getting stronger and shit too. They building. So you can't, like, to me, teams is only getting better, you know what I mean? So anybody can win.
Facts, absolute facts. Ryan, who do you think? What team do you think you'll see come championship Sunday on that other side?
If we do wind up making championship Sunday, make it a Cinderella thing. I would have to go home teams first because honestly we're home. So Baez, Gusto Land. But out of town teams, obviously Rampage is number 1. Misfits will be 2 on my list. And I'm going to go different. I'm actually going to go Maryland Titans as my 3rd team.
Okay.
I can
Titans
see
are one of
Maryland.
those teams who can sneak right in. You got to watch them.
Yeah, I'm going to go Titans. I'm going to trust the process. My man Ramon said Titans because I don't think they get enough of credit for staying loyal to each other, staying with the same group for years, and just still going out there competing and playing together.
Very loyal type.
Make it clear, man. I ain't taking nothing from nobody. Like I said, I think anybody show up. Like you said, like when you look at this, I seen your team Drink play down at Charm City. They look like a good team too. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the same time, like I said, anybody can come through and win.
I never got to see Junior play, so I'm pretty sure they are good. So I mean, that's that there. Like I said, it's really anyone's tournament. Ever since we changed to 1 division, I said right off the rip, is anybody tournament with this 3,000 on the line? I know everybody going to bring the end game. Definitely.
So that's the pot now is 3,000.
Yes.
It was.
Oh.
Okay.
It was going to be 2 divisions split, 2,500 A, 17 B, before we made the one division merge. But we made the one.
To be honest with you, listen. I'll be honest with you, bro. I know you talk money, but when you look at some of these teams, like I don't know all of them, But when you look at some of these teams, it's not about that bread, bro. You got a lot of dudes here that's just committed and love football, bro, and they come to win. It ain't about that bread all the time.
Right.
I know to me it ain't. Now it's cool to win it and all that, but shit, we're at the win this tournament and be winning out some bread. Money just come with it.
Right.
Listen though, I'm gonna get up with y'all, man. I gotta go out and get these kids in bed and shit. I see y'all
All right,
this week,
all right.
man.
All right.
Appreciate you,
Good
Joe.
weekend.
Already.
Appreciate you, Bob. All right. Ross,
Yeah,
who do you got? And let's do picks, you and I, all right?
I was gonna say.
We're gonna pick pools, you and I here. We're gonna have we already talked to Ryan. Thanks for joining, Ryan.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get out here too. Y'all be easy.
Be safe. We'll see you Saturday.
Yep, see you Saturday.
Yes, sir. All right, let's do some picks. Killer Bees and Maryland Titans. Who you got?
Right.
Titans. Really?
Yeah,
Why is that?
by quite a bit, probably.
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
Why are you such a hater to local teams?
it's not a hater thing.
I don't know, man.
Just know what the Titans are capable of. I know what the Bees are capable of.
You're harsh, Ross Collins.
It's just that.
All right, I'm gonna go Titans too, though. I just feel like there's too much talent on that Titan squad, and while the Bees would bring in some of their own, I don't think it's going to be enough to handle what the Maryland Titans. bring to
Is
the table.
TJ gonna be there?
TJ's supposed to be there, I would think.
You would think.
Is the
Is there
reckless villain's going to
confirmation
be?
on that?
Is the reckless villain's going to be there though? I don't know.
I got Titans.
What is the Killer Bees in this tournament?
No idea.
Is it the Franklin County Killer Bees that we're seeing right now in Keystone? Are we going to see the OG Bees together? Is it going to be the Killer Bee squad we saw in KFFL last season? Wait, they're with the Misfits. I don't know. We'll see. Will be. Either way, your number one bee broadcaster will be there for the Killer Bees on TBT. Killer Bees versus Baltimore Spartans. Who you got? How many times have the Bees played a team called the Spartans? This is
Right.
a real question. This is the third different Spartans that they would have played in their franchise now.
Yup.
They played the
I'm
top.
gonna go with the Spartans.
You're gonna go with the Spartans.
Yup.
Ross Collins, you never picked any Spartan team to win.
I am this time.
All right. Ross Collins going with the Baltimore Spartans over the Killer Bees.
I'm just a hater.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to go with the Killer Bees in this one. I think they put it together. They get the dub here. Nice little early start. Helps them out for the Titans game. Keeps it competitive for that one. Killer Bees in my pool. Let me do it. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to write something. I'm going to write pools here. I hate doing like this because notepad should not be the preferred method.
Well, we're all backed up before we even jump into it. So.
It's okay. I forgive it. All
I
right.
was gonna ask if there was a schedule too. And updated it.
I'm sure there is somewhere.
Apparently there is, so.
Yeah. Dream versus Titans. Who you got?
Like,
Titans. All right. Ross says Titans going 2-0.
you expect anything else?
I'm going to go with Titans as well. I think Doc and company just have too much experience coming in here, and their Dream ain't ready.
They're Titans are covered. No hungry.
I think so too. Dream versus Spartans.
Oh, you go first on this one.
Dream. I think Dream gets to win now.
Yeah, I'm a good dream.
They're too talented to lose that kind of game. Spartans are good too. Don't get me wrong. I just think Dream should be better. Same here. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be one of those quirky games where like silly stuff happens.
But Dream gets to win. Okay. All right. So, all right. Next poll. Baez Auto versus Rampage. Who you got?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Go with Rampage.
Rampage?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like you have to.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Baez on a Saturday. I think
That was my only.
I
thing,
think they
too.
come out more intensity and energy. I think Rampage plays a little down. I think Baez gets them here. Sunday is going to be interesting though if they play each other again.
But we don't know exactly what they play.
They play last game of the day on Saturday.
Last game of the day.
Main event of the day. Without main event.
Yeah, I'll stick with my Rampage.
All right. You got Rampage. I got Baez. Baez, Elite Rebels. Who you got? Baez.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with Rebels. I think Rebels surprise them. Prime time.
It's just for the home team advantage for it.
Bias for Rebels got some York guys too. They're not about to say there's a lot of York and Rebels. Prime time versus Rampage.
Prime time versus Rampage.
Yeah.
I got Rampage in that one, but I think Prime Times would be better than what Rampage expects.
I think Prime time puts up a fight, but Rampage wins. That's what I see happening there. I think Prime time will come out playing tough.
That might be
You're up in the
that
air.
might make that bias game more interesting too. Rampage might find themselves in a dogfight with Prime Time.
I can see that. Prime time versus Elite Rebels.
We go Elite Rebels now.
You're gonna go Elite Rebels.
That's still no slight to Prime Time either. I wish I knew when they played.
I don't know.
I wish I knew the order of these games.
Clockwork, counterclockwise.
It kind of depends.
Just guess.
Elite Rebels.
There you get V. Elite Rebels. All right. So you got the Rebels that are elite. We both got prime time going 0-2.
Yeah. That's like Prime Time.
No slight.
What is going on here? We're doing picks.
Yes, sir. It's our prediction
With
segment,
no-
Mr.
with no
Design
true
Guy.
schedule, so we know who's playing each other at least.
Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood.
What time of day or anything.
So pull 3. Bad Boys Misfits. Who you got? Dan Zangari wants to know since when does
All right,
Rebel?
so, yeah, we don't know. We cannot explain that one. If that's what you're asking.
That's what Ryan said. He says
Yeah,
you all
we
play
have
in
no-
prime time now.
We have no schedule. The pools have changed compared to what Joey has on the screen. That's
Yeah,
all
I didn't make the
that's
schedule.
all we know.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I didn't make the schedule. That's just what I know.
Yeah, we don't know nothing.
Bad Boys Misfits. Who you got?
Bad Boys Misfits.
Feels like we're back to doing OMFFL.
Yeah, there's a lot of film fluids in here. I'm gonna go back or Misfits. Sorry, ooh, I missed myself. I'm gonna go Misfits.
Misfits.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Misfits too. Gusto Land and Bad Boys.
I'm gonna go Bad Boys.
I'm gonna go Gusto Land. Hopefully that advantage.
There is that aspect.
Yeah, I think Gusto's gonna come out with a lot of intensity.
I hope Bad Boys come out a lot.
I hope so too. Gusto Land versus Misfits. This is an underrated. I don't know if this is gonna live up to that first game.
I don't think it is.
That first game was.
It has potential to though. I'm gonna go Misfits.
I'm gonna go Misfits as well. So out of that one, I got Misfits 2-0. You got Misfits 2-0. Bad Boys, I had them going 0-2. You got them 1-1. All right. So I got mine sorted out already. So I'm gonna do mine. Point differentials. Who do you think between Misfits, Rampage, Rebels, and Titans would have the better point differential by the end of the week, by the end of the first day?
We do.
Misfits, Rampage, Rebels, and Titans. Mind you, Misfits have Bad Boys Gusto. Rampage has Primetime and Baez. Rebels have Primetime and Baez, and Titans have Bees and Dream.
I was leaning towards Misfits, but I'm like a Titans.
You think Titans have the best point differential?
I'm gonna go Titans.
And you think Misfits have the second best?
Yeah.
Who has the third, Rampage or Rebels? I'm making your Sunday bracket.
I'm gonna go Rebels.
Rebels? All right.
I'll put Rampage there.
All right, Rampage. All right. I already got mine sorted out up there. I sorted mine out while that was happening. I got Misfits 2-0 as the number one. Rebels is a 2 at 2-0. And Titans as a 3 at 2-0.
Titans might stack it up.
We'll see. Hold on. You're harsh on the bees.
Just calling it as I see it.
I don't know. Who do you got in point differential between Baez, Dream, Spartans, and Bad Boys?
Bias number one.
You got Baez number one. Who do you got between Dream, Spartans, and Bad Boys for 2?
Good matchup.
Dream has Killer Bees and Maryland Titans. Or sorry, they have Maryland Titans and Baltimore Spartans. Which technically they're ahead of Spartans no matter what they're if they come head to head. So they would have that on them.
Yeah,
So between Spartans and Bad Boys, who do you get?
that one.
All right. And who
I
finishes?
don't like this, by the way. What goes it?
It'll work. And who do you got in your last place in full play? Bees or prime time? Okay, you got the Bees. Ross is still mad about that pick 6 in that 5-man game.
It literally has nothing to do with that. I'm just what I've seen recently.
All right, this should be showing the right thing. There we go. There's my bracket. There's Ross's. I'm going to do the matchups. So technically in mine, it would be the bottom 6 teams facing off. So Baez Auto versus Primetime would be the first round of mine. Then Killer Bees would play Spartans in a rematch. And then Dream would play Bad Boys. On Ross's end, he is looking at Baez Auto versus Killer Bees, Dream versus Primetime, and Bad Boys versus Spartans. All right, I'm going to pick my first game, Bad Boys and Primetime. I got Bad Boy or Baez Auto in Primetime. I got Baez over Primetime. Ross, who do you got? Baez or Killer Bees? All right. So Ross has Baez. Killer Bees and Spartans. I'm going to go with Killer Bees in the second game. So Killer Bees make my quarterfinals. No, I think Killer Bees are better than the Spartans right now. Let's wait and see. The Bees are going to bring it to the table. Dream and Primetime. Who you got?
Sunday? This is Sunday, right?
Yeah. Dream has never won a Sunday game.
I'm gonna go prime time. because-
You're gonna go prime time over Dream?
Yeah.
Okay. If Dream loses to prime time, what's that say about Dream right now
On Sunday.
on the A circuit?
On Sunday.
Dream has not.
In York.
Well, here's the thing. Dream has not won a circuit game yet.
Right.
They're 0-12 coming into this.
I'm aware. I've covered a dream game before.
Yeah, you covered a lot of Dream so far, have you?
Yeah, I've covered a couple games.
Dream versus Bad Boys. Do they get their first win in my eyes? Yes, they do. No, I'm gonna go Bad Boys. Bad Boys over Dream. Swerve. Bad Boys and Spartans. Who you got? The Bad Boys beat another Spartans team.
Yeah.
All right. My quarterfinal matchup. See, by pool rules, the way this would work is that the 1 seed would play the 8-9 game. So Misfits would take on Bad Boys in my scenario. I'm gonna go Misfits over Bad Boys in their game. Ross's has Maryland Titans and the third game, which was Bad Boys and Spartans. So you got Titans and Bad Boys. Who you got?
Titans.
All right. Ross has Titans to the final four. I got Misfits as the first team in. All right. Move on to the 4-5 game on my end. It'd be Rampage versus Baez Auto again. I think Rampage on a Sunday beats Baez. So Rampage to the final four on my end. Ross's 4-5 was Elite Rebels Baez. Who do you got?
Shit. I have to do that to myself. We'll go buy it.
Baez Auto over Elite Rebels. All right. Over on mine, I got the 3-6 game. Or it could be 3-11. Believe it was Baez Auto. Or no, sorry. Wait. Yeah, 3 seed on my end was the Titans. And they played the Killer Bees. I'm going to go Titans over the Killer Bees. I have a fuck ton of rematches in mine so far.
Some shit. Watch my turn. If I go 100% on this, somebody owes me some beer.
Rampage versus Primetime in another rematch in your bracket.
Me?
Yeah.
Rampage.
Who else am I addressing in the room?
I wasn't sure if this was part of your bracket or what go back a month.
Okay.
I
I'm
just want to
sorry.
clarify.
I'm sorry. I'm being weird.
Just want to clarify.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Definitely Rampage.
That's how you feel. Uh, 6, 7. Trying to follow this in my head. Elite Rebels versus Bad Boys on my end. No, I already had Misfits Bad Boys, so it would be.
Yeah.
Where have I messed up at? Oh,
I feel like I haven't picked Misfits for a while. Misfits game.
Ryan Jones says, "Remember the last time you picked against the Green?
Andy's right.
You
Prove
were
me wrong. I'll say it again.
prove him wrong."
Prove me wrong.
So I got Titans and Dream. Oh, no way. I got Rebels and Dream. It's Rebels and Dream. Okay. So I got Elite Rebels over Dream. So that's the last one on mine. No, I already made it Rebels. I'm so lost. I messed myself up.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
we go.
11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, so Dream technically was in the 8-9 with Bad Boys. So that's out. So 7-10. So Titans actually did not play Bees in mine. Okay.
I had
Rebels played Bees. So I got
I
Rebels
had
over.
Titans.
Yeah, I think I misread at some point. And Titans over. Well, I don't know. I'm all out of source in this one.
That's why I asked the question.
Four.
A while ago.
Oh, I already have 10 teams written down. Whoops. There's my screw up. I'll fix that in a minute. I didn't put prime time down, right? No,
It's all fucked up because
I screwed myself
I
up.
had Titans. as
Yeah,
number
I'll be
one.
honest. I'm half asleep at this point.
I
That's
had
half my
Titans as
issue.
number one. You just asked me about Titans game over the Misfits.
No,
Misfits should be playing.
no. Misfits have that. Okay, so Misfits. I'm gonna do
You
your.
haven't asked me about Misfits.
You know
or
what?
Titans.
Forget my opinion. Who cares about me? I'm asking. I'm the Ross's. Delete my shit. I'm terrible. I'm half. I already messed that
These
up.
are
in
all
my
just
head.
make-believe games anyway.
No, this is your hypothetical. All right. Misfits versus
I'm a bit biased. Shouldn't Misfits be in place of the Titans on my bracket that he gave me? Because I had Titans number one.
you know what happened? I done put 10 T's in your bracket.
Oh, boy. Because we're supposed to do like a number one bye, right? For Sunday.
What?
First round bye.
Jesus.
I
He got winning.
I give you a D- for execution. D- really breaks down your
Jesus.
to a B- for thought.
Jesus. You know what?
Who do I think is going to win all of York? Let's just get down to brass.
Yeah, let's do that.
Shit.
I'm gonna go Misfits. I think this is a crowning moment.
I was going to lean that way too.
If Misfits don't win this tournament, I don't know what to say. They have to win this one.
I'm going to go Rampage again.
Rampage. I got Misfits over Rampage. Who do you got? Rampage over who?
Misfits.
Okay. We'll see this weekend at Clash of York 3. I'm Joey Blaze. I am bald as hell. See y'all Saturday.